So, recently I looked at what I built so far and I decided that I don't like the result anymore. So it's time to start over. But not completely, only the superstructure, because this just isn't the quality I like to deliver. If you look closely, you can see that this is bad. It looks like it has been done by a 5-year-old. So yeah, I don't like it. Especially if I look at some previous work of mine. I wouldn't say it's an absolute pro-level paint job, but it's at least decent. And I'm holding myself to that standard. Which is why I'm going to start over with the Satsuma. Okay, my first 3 battleships, the Großer Kurfürst, the Alsace and the Flandre, haven't been that good as well. But back then I was still learning the basics, at least when it comes to big models like these. So they did have their issues, like parts not properly glued together and having big gaps between them, not getting the colors right on the paint job, and other minor issues. But then I built the Odin, and I'm really happy with the result. And this is the quality I want to achieve with the Satsuma, and I want to even improve on that. So all of this is gonna go into the trash can. But before I do this, I want to retrieve all of these small magnets here. Oh, and one more thing. I have the impression that I pretty much rushed the design phase as well. Because I missed a lot of details, like all of these wells here and these bolts. Both on the superstructure, like here all of those wells, and here all of the bolts, and on the funnel, and all of these details, and I pretty much missed that, and well, yeah, because I completely rushed it. So I'm gonna go back to the drawing board. So back into Blender and back to the superstructure. I'm going to start with the easy parts, which are all of these wells here on the main structure of the superstructure. For that, I'm going to bring in a plane, scale it up a little bit, and line it up to where the weld would roughly be. And one of them would be about here. And let's duplicate this and bring it down like this. Well, more like this. And now I'm going to bring in a modifier, a boolean, intersect. I set the object to the superstructure and apply it. Now this looks good so far. I'm going to delete these vertices and these. And also these here. Now I right click and convert to curve. I go into the data panel, go down to bevel and add some depth to it. Yeah, and now we have those wells going around the entire superstructure. I just realized that I somehow lost a lot of footage of where I create the details. And yeah, I don't know if I forgot to record or if I accidentally deleted it. But I want to show how I create all of those bolts. Well, that's maybe not the best example because they are too close. But here on the funnel, you can see they are pretty evenly spaced, and yeah, I just want to show how I create them, even though I'm recording this post-print. But yeah, let's just take this here. And separate that. Let's say I want to create bolts around this, along this line here. First of all, I'm going to reduce it a little bit like that. And now I go into geometry nodes. Click new. And this adds a new geometry node. I want to see that, so let me zoom in. I add a new node called instance on points. Then another node which is just a UV sphere. I plug that into instance. And now you see this is generating all of those spheres, but they are way too big, so I bring the radius down to maybe 20 or 30. And if I would hit apply now, let's tap out of edit mode. If I wanted to apply that, it wouldn't really work, because first I have to add another node here, which is called realize instances. And now I can hit apply, and all of those bolts are now here placed. And yeah, that's how you do it very quick. And that's how I created all of these bolts here on the funnel, or here around these parts, or here. It's a pretty fast and easy way to do it. I'm going to delete that because I've already printed the part, but yeah, I just wanted to show that very quickly. So I have added a whole lot of new details, like all of these bolts and welds. And yeah, I think it's time to print it. Post-print, this is the result. It looks pretty decent. There are a few errors here and there, like the railing on this part, or on the other side, like here, but this is nothing that cannot be fixed. And again here, the railing and this ladder here on the outside. This will be tricky to fix, but not impossible. All of those details here on the main tower of the superstructure, they came out actually okay. There are a few minor issues here and there, but nothing that a little green stuff or modeling putty cannot fix. And this platform here, it came out a little bit weird and distorted, but that's a easy fix. I just need to reprint that and glue it in. And apart from that, it looks good so far. I'm going to end this video here, and the end result will be shown when I finally assemble the whole model.